Hi guys, welcome back again. My name is Paul Kroon. I'm gonna be your host today in this new blog about learning Power Apps. And what we're gonna do today is building our custom forms. So we build our custom gallery and now we're gonna go on with our forms to interact with our data source. So first I noticed something this week because what I did with my apps, I had the custom settings to the width 1920 1080 because normally most of my clients with a browser app has this kind of screen. So I changed this. That could be the reason why maybe somebody noticed that the pixels or the width and the height is changing a little bit. So I thought let's show you that because your sizes will be a little bit different probably. Well, let's take this away because this was from something else, and let's start building our form. So yet again we select our group, and in the group we have our gallery group, and let's build another container. So let's add a group here. Let's go to this place and say the position should be in start maybe 0 and the height 0. The width should be the same as our parent. Let's put it 500 in this case, but the height should be the same as our parent height. And there's something wrong with the width, so let's do that again. So 500 is a nice width. Let's say here for the X parameter we want the parent width minus, it's called group 1 now on this moment, width. So it's always nice on the right side. Now let's go to the advanced screen. Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger so you can see it better. And here just connect everything to our parent. So Ctrl A, Ctrl C to copy the parent part. And we're just gonna connect this to the parent so we get a nice border color again and a nice design. So did I do something? Okay, let's delete this. This is from something else. So now we have a container for our form in just one moment. Let's rename this to 11002 and say you have to go to the back. Now let's first go to this control and make it just as wide as the whole screen without the form, because I think that is nice. So the parent width minus, and sometimes I do like this because sometimes later on I want to add other controls, so then I can just plus them in this parentheses and it's gonna add it up. So the width. So now we see we have a gallery control containing all the space. I see the gallery is not to the width of my control basically. Oh yeah, it is. You see everything is sizing accordingly. So now we want to make a form here. So let's first grab this part, because why should we build it again, and say this is 1102 title, and it's not the gallery title but it's the form title fill, for in case we want to make that an other color. 1102 T. This is the label, and let's set the label to the A or form. And later on maybe we gonna change this, but for now this is okay. So now we have a nice gallery and a nice container for our form. Let's now grab this box because this is probably the color. Let's take this. I think this is easier. Let's rename this and let's call it submit or 0. I always call 0. 0 is then the submit button. And this shouldn't be a form. Oh, this is a form, but this is a button fill. So maybe the button is a little bit lighter than the title, or maybe a totally different color, and we can set that easily. And you see the rest is just the same, only we have to change the Y, and we're gonna set it to the parent height minus the control itself dot height. Oh, height. So now we have a form and we have a submit form, and on this occasion it's a label, and I think that's fine. So basically this is good. We also could have a image control with a nice save button here instead of this, but that's up to you. So let's say for now submit. Let's change a few minor things. So the parent, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. The title color, we want this to be the button color. And we don't have that control yet, probably, or the form color, of course. Form. That's why we can't find it. For button color, and let's change everything from the gallery. Let's see if we have a different. Okay, the form size we don't have yet, so let's go to gallery control, because I would like to be able to set the size to my button later on if we want to change that. So let's do a form button size of 12. Run our color scheme and use it here. Okay, you see how fast this goes. It's very easy to work with, in my opinion, so it's nice. Let's do the same for this to be perfectly, and do everything. So this should be the form button color. Oh no, form title color, sorry. So you see I cut it, paste it, changing some minor things who has to change, and the rest is gonna be the same as the other controls. So it's basically very easy to adjust and to do the logic you want to have in your control. And now we have a starting of a form. Nice, updated and pretty, for I think. And I found that my customers, when the form is always on the right, at least on forms where I want them to be able to set the settings of our gallery based or in the same screen, it's working pretty nice, because it's they notice how it works, and when they can do it with one form or with one screen, they can do with all the screens working at the same manner. So basically what I say, always look at consistency. Let's go to here, because here we forget something, and that is just to say the width of this control. The width, where is the width? It's the template width, but why isn't it sizing then? Is there something strange? The template size. Okay. Let's try to. Why isn't this sizing? Okay, let's look at it another time. I will figure it out and I'll tell you what's going wrong here. But in general, this should be the same width as here, and the template should also size with the gallery itself. Template size 35. Okay, it's not here. So this is a little bit strange behavior. Normally this would size and the template would go on all the screen, but we figure it out later. So now we have this control. Let's check one thing, and that's the height. Yeah, it's set to the parent height. So let's drag this to the back, and we basically have a gallery and a start of a form. So now we have to have controls in our form. So let's copy one of the controls. Let's bring it backwards, and I rename it just, this is the first button. And now I drag this around, but I could think of ways to make this reliable based on a formula. And let's say we want to set the height of the control to 21.height times 2, for example, or times 1. And that would make it possible to make an if statement, basically reorganizing your controls based on what you want the customers to see. So when they have a new screen and you don't have to add a number of controls because they are a default when you make a form, you can surely make this box go up or down or on another position, which is not very easy to do with a form, like a form control. And always, in my case, a form control is shifting all the time and reorganizing my controls when I set it to visible or not. So I don't really like the behavior of that control, but maybe they gonna fix it later on. For this fill, we gonna add the parent fill, and now we have a label, and the label shouldn't be connected all the way to this control. So let's first set the width. I think a width of 180 is quite enough. The height can be the same. Let's say the left should be 10 because we want to have for the label a little bit more size. A label shouldn't be changed, so let's disable it and say the text is our field 1 for now. Let's go to the advanced screen because here we have to change some minor things. First we have the form button color. We want the form data color, and let's paste it everywhere. And data size, did we have that? Yeah, we already have that. Now, of course, we can, if we want to, we can make some extra variables for those controls, for the font height, etc. And we should do one more thing because we want to set this to a line left. And I see this is still connected to the old way I did things. So let's change that here also, align center. And of course, this is the problem by reusing controls you had earlier based on other settings. But basically it's all changed now, and we could surely delete those. So let's see if, okay, that's normal. Let's try to delete those. Okay, let's copy this. The color should be the gallery, the data color. And basically, I think the color should be changed on more places. Change one to many. And here. Let's see what's still going wrong here. So we have the color, we have the color, we have the color, the data color. Let's just look here. Okay, the fonts. We need to change the font also to the app font. And maybe the app font. Now the gallery data size. And let's just for now say this should be normal. And basically I don't do a lot with the underline, with the italic and the strike through, because normally I find it a little bit disturbing when we do this kind of things. So the padding top and the padding bottom should be the same, all 5. Only the padding left I want to set to 10. And fixed. Let's try the same with the gallery input. We can do that without no problem. Here we should change all the colors. The gallery header size, the app fonts, parent fill. Okay, this is okay. Here we should have the gallery header color, and just set that for all the colors. It has still some did we make this already? No. So let's make this semi-bold for now. Or just normal. Let's make it normal because it's our headers. It's gonna be okay. So here we're gonna have the false again. False and false. And in this case, the align should be centered. Okay, let's see what we center, and this should be aligned. Oh, center also. It's nice in the middle. And it stopped complaining. Form inputs. Okay, almost finished. And the design is changed to a simpler solution with just some controls. Let's see what we did here. The day header border color. Let's just say this is the parent border color. The stop left should be just 0. Disabled color. Oh, border color. Almost finished. Okay, I have to do more than okay, we have to set the header and the parent fill, okay, D. App title fill probably. The app title fill or border color, and let's do it in the advanced because so false. Set it to normal. Okay, I think you get the ID, and I will do it later on and come back in the next video. So what we now did, we have a gallery, we have the start of a form, we have already a label, only this should be to the left probably. So we have a label and we have the first part field for our control, and here we gonna do, in the next video, we gonna add some controls and we gonna copy this down so we get more fields when we carry on. So this is it for now, because we are more than 20 minutes in this video already, but you get the idea. And in the next video, you gonna see me building controls and at the end have a nice form. Okay, see you in the next video and thanks for watching. And if you like, please like and subscribe to my channel to get notice when I add other videos. Thanks for watching.